Okay.
Hello, good morning and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your participation in the today's webinar, Israel Water Technology for Semiconductor Taiwan. My name is Elsa Hsieh, Senior Trade Officer at Israel Economic and Trade Mission in Taipei. Together we have Mr. Aviv Doron, Head of the Israel Economic and Trade Mission in Taipei, Ms. Olga Nacheva, Business Development at Water Technology Sectors at the Israel Expo Institute. It's our honor to invite 5 Israeli water technology companies to present their solutions that apply to semiconductor industry in today's webinar. To begin with, let's welcome Ms. Aviv Doron to give us opening remarks.
Thank you, Elsa. Good morning to our fellows and colleagues in Israel, and good afternoon to our Taiwanese audience. It's good to have you here, and welcome to our webinar. We are thrilled to have you here to join us to this insightful event co-hosted by Israel Economic and Trade Mission in Taipei and the Israeli Export Institute. And thank you, Olga, for pulling all the efforts in conducting this webinar together with Elsa. Today, we are shining a spotlight on cutting-edge Israeli technologies that are revolutionizing the water treatment for semiconductor and the industrial sector. This webinar is specifically tailored for our audience in Taiwan, highlighting the potential of Israeli solutions to address challenges in the industrial water treatment. This is a critical issue globally, and Israel has emerged as a leader in developing innovative and sustainable solutions to tackle this challenge. Through this webinar, we aim to showcase the expertise and capabilities of Israeli companies in this field and explore opportunities for collaboration and partnerships with Taiwanese stakeholders. I encourage all of our Taiwanese audience to actively participate, ask questions, and engage with the speakers and the panelists. Let's delve into the world of innovative Israeli solutions for industrial water treatment and discover how they can benefit the Taiwanese market. Thank you all for joining us, and let's make this webinar a platform for meaningful discussions and knowledge sharing.
Thank you. So that's Olga, would you like to say?
Yes, thank you. I would like to say a few words. I joined the Export Institute of Israel just recently. I was working as a trade officer before many years abroad. So our institute the aim of the institute is to promote Israeli companies abroad. And my specification is about water technologies. I have a great expertise on these. And I want to say thank you to the Trade and Economic Mission of Israel to Taiwan for this opportunity. And to all the attendees, we really brought the best companies in this sector for this event. So thank you. And we will have first of all, we'll have the presentations, and after that we will have Q&A session, right? Elsa?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So now let's move on to the Israeli company's presentation. Let's welcome the first company, Purammon, from Joseph Lemon. Hi, Joseph.
Hi, thank you very much. And I'm really honored to have this opportunity to present to the semiconductor industries in Taiwan, which is well known over the world. For us, this is a target industry because of the importance of water for semiconductors production. And thank you also, Olga and Aviv. So here I'm sharing my presentation. Okay. Okay, so it is well accepted today that for energy purposes, the world is moving to clean fuels, and green hydrogen is the main way to proceed to clean energy. and reduced carbon emissions. And the market for green hydrogen is, of course, forecast to grow tremendously, and governments are stepping in with subsidies, and on the other end with carbon taxes that would kind of make it more economical for industries to stop using polluting fuels and fossil fuels and move to green hydrogen. But still the main problem or the obstacle for industries to move to hydrogen is the cost. Green hydrogen can cost maybe more than 5 times the cost of standard hydrogen that is produced normally from natural gas. So hydrogen in the market is less expensive, and green hydrogen that is produced by water electrolysis is more expensive. So what we are doing in Purammon, we address industrial wastewater as a source for green hydrogen. The move from pure drinking water to wastewater makes a change also in the economy of the process and add benefits to the green hydrogen production. So what is our process? We we produce green hydrogen on site in the plant. So if you have, for example, a semiconductor plant, we will supply a system which is similar to a machine that will be installed in the plant. And this machine, a wastewater electrolyzer that we have developed, will produce simultaneously green hydrogen from the wastewater and also clean the water from pollutants. There are several benefits.
בסדר, אתה עולה? אני בדיון, הכל בסדר.
Sorry,
Olga, can you switch it off, please?
I can mute someone with this.
בסדר, זה מה שרציתי להגיד.
Yeah. Okay,
Someone is not on
we
mute.
can continue.
Okay, so what do we get with this double impact? Where is the cost reduction? The cost reduction has several drivers. One is that we produce the hydrogen and clean the water on site. So there is no cost of transportation and compression of the hydrogen. If the hydrogen is produced in a plant for hydrogen, dedicated for hydrogen, still there is cost of transportation and compression. We avoid that. This can be about half of the price of the cost of the green hydrogen. Then the fact that we do two things simultaneously, we clean the water, which has some economical value, and we produce hydrogen, this combined process reduce the operational cost of the plant. So we actually have a win-win. We decrease the impact on the environment, and also we decrease the operational cost, operational expenses of the semiconductor plant. Next, the fact that we produce the hydrogen from wastewater enable us to produce the hydrogen by breaking the pollutants instead of the water. To break the water to oxygen and hydrogen requires much power consumption. The figure is that the absolute minimum is 39 kilowatts hour per 1 kilogram of hydrogen, and practically it goes to 50 kilowatts hour per kilogram hydrogen. But if we break the molecules of pollutants, they are easier to break than water, and we can also save on power consumption. This is another saving factor. Now, the idea is that the hydrogen is used in the plant and semiconductor plants are actually using hydrogen for their own use. So it is used locally. And the water that can be recycled, of course, also save cost and also save on water consumption. All of these benefits together make it really positive from the point of view of operational expenses. So what is special in our technology? We have developed a special wastewater electrolyzer that is different from water electrolyzer, and this is our innovation. We have a dual effect process, meaning that there are two processes actually that are done simultaneously. Our technology is unique. We are not familiar of anyone in the world that has developed a similar technology. We are now writing patents on this technology, and we can achieve really a great cost reduction. In addition to other benefits like simplicity, you will see. Okay, just a few words on Purammon. The company was established in 2016. We started with wastewater treatment and ammonia removal. In 2018, we had our first commercial system for ammonia removal that went to the fertilizer plant. The electrolyzer in this system did not separate the hydrogen from the rest of the gases. Ammonia is a molecule that is constituted from hydrogen and nitrogen. And when we break the ammonia, we get nitrogen and hydrogen, and we discharge them as a gas mix, harmless gas mixes to the atmosphere. So this was the first phase, and all the advantages for the industries were to remove completely the ammonia and transform it to nitrogen gas. With that, we solve a real problem because ammonia is very common in many industries, also in semiconductors, and it is toxic to the environment. So it is not permitted to discharge it. And at present, semiconductor plants have very expensive way to process their wastewater in order to remove the ammonia and not discharge it to the environment. Our process is much simpler and less expensive. But in 2022, we started also to develop our other electrolyzer where the hydrogen and nitrogen are produced in separate chambers. So we get the hydrogen as a pure hydrogen without that mix that we have in the, let's say, simpler electrolyzer that we have developed earlier. And this year, we will have our first installation of the new technology that will do this simultaneous production of hydrogen together with processing of the wastewater. In the slide, you can see a few customers that we have. We are selling systems. The system for ammonia removal is in commercial phase. The system for hydrogen production will be installed in Israel this year. Customers are in Israel and abroad. BASF is a German company, the largest chemical company in the world. KBR, we have cooperation with them. This is EPC in the United States, working in oil, gas, fertilizers, and also in space programs and many others. It's a very large company. Saipem is EPC from Italy, and Merck is one of the giant pharmaceutical companies. So we are, in a way, a startup, but also have considerable customers. This is gives you a feeling of what is the ammonia removal systems. This is a system that we deliver to Italy. On the bottom right, you can see the electrolyzer. It's an industrial system. We house it in a container, so it is tested in the plant after manufacturing, delivered to a customer, fully tested, ready for connection to the input, the output, and electricity. That's all. It takes maybe 1 week to start operating it. So it's like a machine that is added to the production line. And it removes the ammonia completely. So it solves completely the problem of these pollutants in the wastewater. And the demonstration of our new technology, this is the wastewater coming from the left. There is a Nordic chamber where if there is ammonia, the ammonia is oxidized, so nitrogen is coming out, and treated water is the result. When you break the ammonia, you get the nitrogen and the hydrogen ions, the protons. They go through a membrane to the cathodic chamber, and in the cathodic chamber, they are reduced to pure hydrogen in a electrolyte that is actually acid. So this is to reduce the power consumption. Our positioning is in the intersection of water electrolysis, wastewater treatment, and waste to energy. So this intersection actually enables us to bring great value to the industry. And the result is cost reduction, I already covered it, simplicity. This is an automatic system, very convenient for industrial applications because there is no biological, when you compare to the standard biological treatment, for example, it is more complicated, involves organisms that are sensitive to the environment. So with us, there is no sludge, everything is simple, and actually our process is much simpler than the process used today in semiconductors industry. We have tested our technology with Intel in Israel with very good results. Intel is consuming hydrogen with water electrolysis that they have on site, and they also have a process to remove ammonia from their wastewater. When we combine these processes, it fits very well the type of wastewater that are in Intel. I am not sure about the wastewater in the industry in Taiwan, but if we start to work together, we first evaluate and verify the suitability of the process for specific plants, semiconductor plants, and then we can move forward and really verify an implementation that, as I said, will improve sustainability, reduce emissions, enable to move to clean energy partially. It's not that we will supply all the energy requirements of the plant, but it will still reduce power consumption of the plant and contribute to its environmental impact. And then these are the goals, the SDG, the environmental goals that we are addressing: clean water and sanitation, ensure access to sustainable and modern energy, make products and processes more sustainable, management of waste, reduce their release to air, water, and soil, reduce carbon emissions, and of course, partnerships. This is something that we are looking for.
Joseph, you still have 1 more minute.
Yes, this is almost the last slide. So this is the first system that we are installing in Israel for hydrogen production. It is quite impressive to show that it will greatly reduce the operational and maintenance expenses of the plant, reduce their emissions for wastewater treatment, and simplify their process. And this means a very quick payback period for this plant. now the last one, we got a lot of awards. Our Ministry of Energy and Infrastructure in Israel gave us a grant for this system that we are going to install this year for hydrogen production. We have cooperation with Merck for hydrogen production from their wastewater. It's a very large German pharmaceutical company. We got a grant for Israel Innovation Authority for our cooperation for water recycling in space. We are cooperating with KBR, American EPC. We have participated in an accelerator in Japan, KEJA Plus, run by ATR. And we were selected by Google for their program, kind of accelerating program and consulting for sustainability. And last point is that we really deliver, because we know there are many startups that are describing kind of dreams. We are a company that already is engaged in industrial implementation with quite a good track record. And with that, I will stop sharing and thank you for your attention.
Thank you. So next, let's welcome Rotec, Miss Diana Ferrando, to give us a presentation. Diana? Hello, Diana.
Hi, sorry, couldn't find that. Okay. Just a sec, I will share. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, yes, we.
No. I'm sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear, and we can see your screen.
Okay, just a sec. Yeah. Okay, so first of all, thanks very much for this time for me to talk about our company. Rotec is Rotec is a private company that was founded in 2009. We are actually part of a group, WFI group, since 2019, which also has other water treatment technologies. We work basically on with different type of industries, with brackish water, seawater, wastewater treatment, and the core of our company is our patented technology, which is called flow reversal. With this patent technology that we have, we can achieve a really high recovery rate on reverse osmosis systems. We are located in Israel, but we have we are supported by several companies, local companies around the world. We work with different markets, industry, municipalities, food and beverage, semiconductors, oil and gas, and others. We have we are spread around the world. We have more than 55 installations, and we are active in more than 15 countries. As I said before, we work in different markets, one of them being semiconductor, that I will show you a bit later some of our reference projects. Some of our major clients, as you can see in the slide, are in Coca-Cola, it's a bottling company, Pepsi. Currently, but today we have one of a big project that we have is in the city of Santa Monica. We are improving their existing system to be able to recuperate or to get much more water from their systems. And but what is our technology and why is it important in semiconductors? We know the importance of water in this process. We know that along the whole process of the production, we need not only a lot of water, but we need really high quality of water. So our technology allows to use or to have a much more efficient system that will allow you to recuperate much more water, and with all the benefits that our technology has, it will reduce other costs along the processes. But how is that our technology works? So basically, our technology is a smart solution that works by switching the flow direction of the silent stream in an aero pressure vessel. With this technique, the scale does not have time to form on membrane surfaces prior to being swiped away by the undersaturated feed water solutions, meaning that this is like a representation of an arrow tube, and if initially we have the water or feeding the system from, let's say, the upper part here in the green, the water flows through the arrow pressure vessels, and then it's divided into two different streams, which is the permeate and the concentrate. We see that along the time passes, we start seeing some scaling or some scaling of the membranes that are on the tail of the pressure vessel. And what we do is that together with some know-how from Rotec, we calculate something that is called induction time, that will tell us when to switch the flow of this undersaturated water. So what we will do is that what it used to be the exit or the concentrate coming out, it will become the feed, and wherever is the feed, it will be the concentrate. So the water, as you see, the flow of the water will go instead from here to here, it will go from here to here, which will allow the sweeping away or the removal of all this scaling. And after a short time, you would see that the membrane will be restored to the initial state. And now, in the second part, let's say, you will have scaling forming in this area. So basically, we have this periodic switching, which will allow you to not to have the scaling, to reduce the amount of times of the washing of the membranes, and this switching of the flow allow us to work in much higher recovery rates than any kind of conventional raw, meaning that you will be able to recuperate much more water from the process. We have, as a company, we have 4 different solutions. We have plants that are being built according to the needs of the client and installed on the site. We have retrofit, we have brine concentrators, and we have engineering packages. So for the ultra high recovery rate systems, is like we have systems that are designed, built, and installed, taking into consideration the specific requirements for each of the companies. And we have a different array of systems as small as our pilot of like 60 cubic meter per hour. No, actually, sorry, about 15 cubic meter per hour, and much more bigger systems that I will be able to show you a bit later. These systems could include retreatment if it's needed by the client, and also post-treatment. We have the retrofit packages, is that clients that already have their existing RO systems, we analyze the state of their systems, and we do modifications on the existing plants to increase the recovery rate. And in this part, let me talk to you about, for example, this initial 2 pictures here. This is in a municipal wastewater system, which had a production of 455 cubic meters per hour. So originally, the original design of this plant was around 75% recovery rate, and after the implementation of our technology, we actually achieved or increased the recovery of this plant to up to 90%. As you can see, the difference between the two pictures, you can see here, these yellow valves are our Rotec valves, which is part of our patented technology, and it's the one that allow us by the actuated valves to be able to switch this flow in different blocks. Another of our technologies, patent technologies, is the brine concentrator. With this brine concentrator, we basically squeeze more water from the existing systems. It's like sometimes there's plants that have already existing ROs, but the recovery rate is not so high. So what we do is like we take this brine from the existing plant and we squeeze and we take a bit more of this water to be able to reduce the amount of water to be discharged to the environment or to the pipe. And with this, we get closer to zero liquid discharge. So some of our references or our project references. I'm sorry. This was one of our other solutions, which is engineering packages. And the slide somehow moved. So sorry, some of our benefits, it's like due to our technology, we increase the recovery rate or the overall recovery rate of RO system up to between 90 to 98%. By increasing the recovery rate, we decrease the amount of brine that is disposed. Because we operate more efficiently, let's say the amount of CIP that you do on your plant will be decreased. By decreasing the CIP, you decrease the amount of chemicals that are being used along the process. By decreasing these chemicals or this washing, you actually increase the lifespan of the membranes. And by having less CIP, you also decrease the system downtime. Our technology operates like any conventional RO, does not require any special operator training. We don't have any proprietary hardware, and the best of our technology is that it's easy to integrate in any existing ROs. We work with any kind of membranes that are available in the market, and our system have a 100% fallback redundancy, meaning that if the plant works, I don't know, seasonally, and there's no requirement of this increased recovery rate, the valves can be shut down and the system can work as a conventional system. And now I would like to show you some of our references. We have worked with Intel in Malaysia with a system which was 336 cubic meters per day. We are working on stable operation of about 96.5 recovery rate. This system was commissioned in 2021 and is working perfectly. We also have we have a pilot system working Intel in Israel that is giving really great results. Currently, we're working with them. We have Intel Falcon Malaysia. This is 3 units of 1,632 cubic meters per day. We are currently on the installation phase, and the water source is surface water. And again, we are implementing our flow reversal technology. And we also have a project in Cebu in Philippines, also with the semiconductors. The feed capacity is around 288 cubic meters per day. With some different treatments before the FRRO system that includes the multimedia filters and the SIC like UF, and these are some of our projects. We have a lot of projects. If you are interested in knowing more about us, and I can show you our vast list of references. You can see that we work with under different type of like with different sizes of companies. And yeah, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you, Dana. So let's move on to next company, Bluegen. Please welcome Harel Roche. Harel. Oh, Harel.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you.
Just a sec. Can you see my screen, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, just a sec. Just a sec. We'll do it. Sorry about that. Let me just, Wait, you see the full screen or the presentation mode?
Presentation mode. Yeah.
I can see it.
Yes.
So, hello, everyone. Hello, dear participants. So, I will present shortly, Bluegen water solutions, and then, our solution for the microprocessor industry and sectors. Bluegen is one of the leading environmental companies in Israel. We also working abroad in more than 60 countries. The owner of Bluegen is Generation Capital, which is the largest infrastructure investment fund in Israel, which have 4 pillars: Generation Environment with the Bluegen, which is our company; Generation Transportation, that's working in Israel and abroad. Port is the parent company of the UK, but we also have 2 of the largest buses company in Israel. Generation Energy will have, solar energy company, and also several power stations in Israel working on natural gas. And Generation Logistics, we're again focusing in logistics services in Israel. We also operate outside in Israel in car charge and other project of environmental aspects. So who is Bluegen? Bluegen, as I was saying, is the leading global environmental. It's a leading global environmental solution provider. We are one of the 2 largest environmental companies in Israel, focusing in 3 major sectors. First one is the Bluegen water. We'll present shortly, which is the relevant one for our presentation today. Bluegen waste management, what again is focusing the solution for treatment of waste, mainly municipal waste, where we have several sites in Israel for treatment, separation, and sorting of waste, which is an emerging market in Israel. We also have a site for treatment of industrial waste, and Bluegen Chemical, which is focusing on distribution and production of chemicals, special chemicals, again, mainly for the industrial sector in Israel. Bluegen was founded as a GS, was founded in 1988. It's owned by Generation Capital, as was saying, but 80% in Migdal, 20% with one of the largest insurance company in Israel. We have vast experience in mega PPP projects, several desalination plants and waste treatment plants. Actually, we also thought about participating in the 2 tenders in the large tenders of desalination now in Taiwan, which we're now not focusing and not participating, but maybe we'll participate in the next one. And we have more than 1,000 employees worldwide. So is Bluegen Water. Bluegen Water is actually consisted from 3 major companies. GS, which as again was formerly Bluegen, which is focusing in solution for water treatment and for industrial wastewater reuse, which I present shortly with a few hundred installations worldwide. Aquas, which are a company for advanced technologies for wastewater treatment, mainly aerobic, which a lot of advantages for the semiconductor industry, and also Akana, which is our daughter company in the Netherlands, which have its own proprietary solution for anaerobic wastewater treatment plant, and only for industrial sectors, for many type of industrial sectors, but they also have unique advantages comparing to other more common anaerobic wastewater treatment technologies. So what are our services? So first of all, we are a solution provider. So we can do a full turnkey project, or we can do it, just delivery of semi-turnkey, which is delivery of equipment and supervision and design. For example, today we're doing a very big project in Uzbekistan in a petrochemical site in which we are designing all the water treatment plant, all the wastewater treatment plant, and a lot of wastewater reuse, which is becoming more and more common and more being used around the world due to water shortage. And we believe it's really, really relevant to Taiwan, to the water shortages, and the fact you are starting to desalinate a lot of water. And in the end, desalination of wastewater is much more cost effective than desalination of seawater. We also have our own proprietary processes, which I'll present lately. We have our R&D department, which consistently developing processes and technologies to provide our clients, more cost-effective solutions, how we can reduce the energy demand, increase the water recovery and reuse. We also have financing solution. I'm not sure that it's relevant, for Taiwan, but as I was saying, we have a lot of experience in PPP project. It could be, either BOT, which is build, operate and transfer, or BOO, and also design build operations solutions like the ones that you are being implementing now in the large desalination project in Taiwan. And we also have O&M services, which again, but it's mainly being done today in Israel. We have more than 200 sites in which it could be desalination plants, wastewater treatment plants, other municipal, industrial water treatment plants. We provide, all the services for the private and public sector, for all the type of water related operation services. To our clients, you can see that we are serving all of the broad clients. Can be either municipal or state or water agencies for water and wastewater treatment. For example, we're operating and own two of the largest desalination plants in Israel, providing water for more than 2 million people. And for industrial sector, you can see that we are operating or cooperating almost for any industrial sector. We have experience for providing solution for any type of wastewater or any type of water that needed for the production process. So as it's written here, actually we believe that we are completing the water cycle. We can provide our clients, from the beginning, the pre-treatment for water up to any quality. It could be for a regular processed water. It could be the minerals water, ultra pure water. We have an experience in providing, the different processes for any type of quality of water. We have a lot of experience in wastewater reuse, which, as I was saying, it's really relevant, we believe, for the Taiwanese market. And I will present later a few case studies in which we are taking either municipal or industrial wastewater and actually producing out of it the minerals water, which is actually, again, ultra pure water. Based on our proprietary process, we're also operating a plant like that for more than 7 years in the largest petrochemical site in Israel. And by that, first of all, we save a lot of money for the client due to that high water price in Israel, but also enable them to reduce the amount of wastewater they're discharging to the nearby river. And by that, enable them to mitigate their ESG targets. We have, as I was saying, we have a lot of experience in industrial water production, desalination, and groundwater remediation. So this is just few of the technologies that we have on. Some of them are proprietary technologies. Some of them is a processor that we develop with another technology provider. So you can see we have a lot of solution for wastewater treatment and reuse. All the MBBR and all the other technologies are based on Aqua's processes, which develop, its own MBBR technology. MBBR, it's moving bed biofilm reactors, which enable us, all from one end, to reduce significantly size of the wastewater treatment plants, or increase the capacity of treatment plant, and that's by the fact that we're using carriers for the biomass, which enable us to increase significantly the efficiency of the wastewater treatment plant. For example, in some of the cases, you can increase double the capacity of a treatment plant without any additional civil works, without any increasement of reactors. We have our own DAX. It's our technology for the anaerobic wastewater treatment plant, which, as I was saying, is being developed by our Dutch daughter company, implemented in a few dozen sites around the globe. And also, it's in some of the cases relevant as an anaerobic solution for fabs or microprocessor plants. Again, it depends, but in order to do that, we need to have at least 2 tons of COD per day, and this is something we need to evaluate. We also in the wastewater reuse, we also developing processes in which we are using, desalination processes. Can be either, RO or EDI or EDR, in which we are, let's say, building like a Lego, the tailor-made solution for any type of wastewater and any type of water quality that we need to produce. And due to that, we are doing that for quite a long time. We've been able to recover, from one hand, to increase the recovery rate of the wastewater, which is meaning to produce out of the wastewater the highest amount of water that we can. And from other end, to do the operation more consistent, due to the fact we are reduce the fouling problems, reducing the amount of CIP or the cleaning place that we need to do. And this is really relevant, again, I think, for the market we're talking about today. For the desalination, so we have our pre-treatment solutions, our solution for desalination, a solution for reducing of nitrate out of groundwater for drinking water. Which, yes, sorry. I will continue.
It's okay.
And we have our semi-batch RO and mini brine solution, with semi-batch RO solution for desalination of water, which that have fouling problems, and mini brine, which is again really very fast today, is a solution to reduce brine quantities, not by evaporation, by let's say advanced desalination processes and crystallization processes. So how we can complete the water cycle again for the fabs and the microprocessor industry? First of all, as I was saying, we have the agar technology, which is really relevant to removal of COD and nitrate, which are actually a major part of fab wastewater. We have a lot of experience in highly efficient ultra-pure water production processes, and it can be either from water, seawater, tap water, or even from industrial effluent. And we also have, as I said, a lot of experience in wastewater reuse as alternative water source. The semi-batch RO and the mini brine technologies, again, for treatment of, let's say, problematic saline streams. And also the mini brine enable us to reach ZLD when it's required, and the DAX, which is our anaerobic solution, again, for high organic log streams. So again, what is the essence? We actually enables our clients, as I was saying, to endorse the ESG targets. We have a lot of experience. Desalination of Israel is today almost 70% or 80% of the drinking water in Israel is being provided by desalination. We own and operate 2 of the largest desalination plants, providing water for multiple 2 million people. And that enables us, due to the fact it's a BOT and BBO projects, all the time we are required to, let's say, to optimize the desalination process, to reduce, the energy demands, to increase the recovery. And again, due to that, we're operating a very large desalination plants for more than 16 years. That led us to have the experience how to do that. We are empowering locality. I will present our offices around the globe. Actually, we're doing now a project in Taiwan, a small desalination plant in Taipei. It's an island in Taiwan. which should be operated. Actually, now it's under commissioning, so probably provided the water in a few weeks. We completed water cycle, as was saying. We can, provide solution from the beginning out to the end. Proven track record of O&M, and we are all the time we are innovative property solutions, proprietary solution. Just few numbers of our experience. So you can see here that we have more than 1,100 installation worldwide. We operate in more than 60 countries in Asia, Europe, North and South America, Africa, Australia, almost any continent around the world. We provided today, treating today with our technologies and project more than 500 million cubic meter of wastewater per year, and providing more than 200 million cubic meter of water for drinking water. Just few of our clients around the globe. So you can see, again, we're working all around the globe and actually provided during the years solution for Intel, for Tower, for Siemens, and we're working with a lot of global T1 corporates in almost in every sector. Also, we worked in Teva and other pharmaceutical companies that again led us to work in a very high standards, in a high demand, with the pharmaceutical or oil and gas companies, which are like, microprocessor companies, have a very high quality of that you need to comply with. And that enable also, if we need to provide a very high level of documentation and engineering, this is something we know how to do. So this is again just a part of our offices around the globe. You see, we have 5 offices in Europe, an office in Mexico, which is actually managing the operation in Latin America, and an office is India, which is managing the operation in South Asia. And for example, the project that we're doing today in Taiwan, in Taipei, is a project being managed by our office in Israel. Just few projects that I would like you to present, and then we go ahead and question that maybe later. This is the project I was talking about in which we are actually, it's been operating since 2017. And here we are reusing the industrial effluent of the largest petrochemical site in Israel and producing out of it, as you can see, a very high quality water. The minerals water is being used by them for production and steam and for the power station in the site. And actually, it's very similar, the quality of water that we need to produce filtered water. It's a process that in first stage has, have an MBR, external MBR, which you can see here, to remove, nitrate and COD, and being followed by 2-stage RO and then in EDI. And again, it's a BOT project. It's been operated by us for the last, as I was saying, 8 years. I saved the client a lot of money due to the fact that we are, first of all, avoiding the need to buy or to purchase a very high and expensive water from the grid, and also to reduce the amount of wastewater they're discharging the river. You can see the recovery rate is 60%, and actually this has been defined by the discharge standards to the nearby river. Actually, if we have higher discharge standards, then we've been able to increase the recovery rate almost up to 70%. And again, due to the effects of BOT, there is a minimal need for CFE.
Excuse me, Harel,
Yeah.
you have 1 more minute.
Okay, so I will try to do it quickly. So this is again maximal recovery rate. One of the largest desalination plants that we have in Israel. You see, it's been operational in 2007. Actually, per square meter, it's the plant with the highest capacity around the globe. It's a very, very unique design. It also been operated in a unique way in order to reduce the operational cost. It actually been almost shut down for a few hours every day during peak hours of the electricity. So again, quite unique project. This is a project that, as I was saying, now it's been under commission in Taiwan. It's a project that you can see it's a quite small desalination plant, but it's called, it's the Bird's Island. So now, due to that fact, again, to the water scarcity, actually, we give them a solution to provide drinking water for the population in their site. And the last project, this is a project now under commissioning, again, in which we are taking municipal effluent and producing out of it the water for the power station. Again, very, very high quality water, with the water for the steam production and for the turbines being defined by the turbine producers. And again, as you can see, you have a lot of energy, very high recovery rate, a lot of saving for the client due to the fact we're using wastewater and sustainable renewable water source, which enable them to meet their ESG targets. And I think that that's all for now.
Thank you, Harel. So next we'll welcome Menahan Gerner from Odis.
Actually, he has a problem with the internet connection, I see. He texted me. So we can continue with vBact. Oz, are you ready now? It's actually your time.
Yes, I know. I was a bit surprised.
Okay.
Okay, so you see the screen, just to check?
Yes.
Okay, so good afternoon. My name is Oz Bornstein, and I'm the CEO and one of the co-founder of vBact. And today I will present you vBact, and mainly it's bacterial water scanner product lines. I will be focused on our most impactful system, which is called the inline water scanner. And this product is designed for various water quality and treatment monitoring applications. And we do that by live 24/7, fully automated, multi-parametric analysis of mainly bacterial and microparticles measurements. And this is done with our powerful direct imaging technology coupled with advanced AI algorithms, image processing algorithms, all were developed by vBact. So as a company, we develop, we produce, and we sell a system to monitor critical water and other liquids, by the way, at mainly quality parameters. Our company mission is really to provide leading microbial industrial automation monitoring solutions for various liquids, but mainly water, as the solutions in the world right now are mostly manual. So we highly believed in this direction and this approach of bringing entire automation to this field. We mainly serve food and beverage producers and public water suppliers, and we have commercial installations among first-tier global companies. The problem, I would assume that you know that, and I will run over that very quickly, but the traditional method, mainly the Petri dish, mostly use manual processes of sampling, transportation, and even laboratory processes. The most problematic issue is that it takes days to result for a single reading. They are insensitive because the majority of bacteria do not grow on the Petri dish. And overall, they're quite costly if you take all the overhead around it. Over the last 10, 15 years, there are new, more rapid methods available, but still, if I aggregate them and I will generalize the concept, they are mostly, or all of them basically, still with delayed results, half an hour to hours. It's still one test at a time, non-continuous. All of the majority of them are based on reagent. Reagent, you have to pay a cost per test. You have the issues of storage, shelf life. In most of them, you are required to have professional operators. And you have biohazard disposable items, which cost you more money. And by the way, notably, all the stains or dyes are non-bacterial specific. What we do, we take a different approach. We replace biochemistry with novel imaging and computerized algorithms. So we have developed three main building blocks in our systems. The first is direct imaging unit. Think of an automated microscope. But unlike standard microscope, we have two different new features. The first is the ability to detect object as small as 0.3 micron in a flow of water. Standard microscope cannot do that. The second feature is that we create various features. These can be morphological, optical, spectral, and other features among each object or each cell. Bacteria is a cell. And we image the water very, very quickly. So we get continuous capabilities and results with the ability to provide results in real time. The second element is an AI-based image processing engine that uses very powerful nonlinear algorithms that really can cover and capture the variety in microbiology and in the particle worlds and provide very accurate and clear and sensitive results. The third element is liquid management that enables us continuous flow. And continuous flow sounds very simple, but we are the only system that can provide continuous operation for bacterial analysis. Let's cover with the images above from left to right the technological process. So water goes into our system. They flow through a transparent flow cell that we have developed. The water in the flow cell are being imaged in real time. The images are immediately transferred into the image processing engine. They are analyzed one by one. It means that we have a single cell or single object methodology, very applicable for highly purified water. And we present the results in dynamic updating graph over the screen monitor. All of these technologies together integrated provide us totally new capabilities. So the first one is really to provide you real-time results. On average, every minute you get a reading that is equivalent to a Petri dish. The system can run fully automated, no need for a human operator. And uniquely, the system runs continuously. It means that you have your eyes on the water stream 24/7 without any sampling gaps. And we are not using any reagent, no biochemicals in the analysis process, which make it highly cost efficient and simplified. But we have other features as well. We have internal alert unit that the user can set the thresholds. The system itself is fully parameter, single system. We can add additional parameter over the same system over time. We have already 4 parameters, and I will cover that in a minute. This is the first system that provides you big data. We provide you around 2,000 readings per day. And the system was built to be autonomous. It means that it can be even set in unmanned sites. It can recover itself from electrical failure, and it has a lot of self-calibration mechanism. It's very simple to use it. It has high sensitivity, as I said, very applicable for the semiconductor industry, which uses ultra-purified water. And overall, think of it as watching a movie instead of getting delay single snapshots with the other available technologies. So this is a view of our system. On the left, you see the main screen or the front panel, which is provide you an updating dynamic graph. As I said, every minute you get a new reading and the most old one getting out. All the results are recorded into a log file, and you get it at a daily basis. We have a periodical disposable item that needs to be replaced once a month. This is the small item to the right of the system. It's called the cartridge. This is basically the flow cell with the pre-filtration unit. We have a door. It needs to be replaced once a month. The back panel at the right has a standard communication methods, and we have inlet and outlet near the blue wave at the bottom. We have also micro pump inside the system, which can draw the water if we don't have a positive pressure, but usually we do. And overall, you see at the bottom that the system consumes 6 liters per hour. It has a LOD of 1 to 5 million bacteria and microparticles per 1 ml. This is the largest dynamic range available in the industry. And the data are very clear. The system is very easy to use, require only a small footprint, and the installation is very simple. This is the main dashboard of the system. And the system, as I said, today provide you up to 4 parameters. You can choose from them, but it can provide you simultaneously 4 parameters. It's bacterial total count, microparticle total count, microparticles and bacteria size distributions in 3-micron intervals. And we have a new tool that I will cover in the next slide, which is called the vBact classifier. We are adding over the time new features, and we plan to introduce an yeast detector, and next year a biofilm detector. So watch the main dashboard. You see the main graph. The main graph provides you clear visual of a contamination event. And this is what is presented here. You know the exact time that it starts, the exact time when it ends, and the magnitude. You see what level was the contamination. At the bottom graph, you get the same for the microparticles. And by the way, microparticles, our microparticles detector is very important because it provides you much more sensitive and accuracy and richer data over, for example, turbidity meters. And we have various use cases for water quality assurance, early warning of contamination, to test the infrastructure integrity, optimization of water treatment processes, and others as well. So the vBact classifier is the first real-time bacterial population classifier. It identifies shift in the bacterial population composition and provides you additional tool for early warning of potential contamination. It is based on our unique properties, imaging properties, and the idea behind this classifier is that if you have a stable water source, so all the parameters in this classifier will be stable as well. But once you have entrance or shift in the bacterial population, or you have some new water with new bacterial population coming into the water, immediately it will detect this shift and provide you highlights of what's happening in the water. We provide singular value proposition like minimize product recalls or boil alert for public water suppliers by reacting immediately to contamination or out of spec events. It is an enabler tool for water quality improvement, for example, by fixing vulnerabilities or quickly restore supply or overall enhance water management. And it has a very clear ROI. If you minimize product losses or improve operation over time, even if single contamination event in many cases provide or equals to the entire ROI. You can validate and optimize water treatment processes by identify failure or make it better, testing it before or after. And we have various cost saving, like saving the manual sampling, transportation, laboratory analysis, reagent usage, shortening the reaction time, and even validating new pipes cleanliness, for example. Some of our main use cases, I don't have time to cover all of them, but again, the bread and butter is really to detect sudden contamination 24/7 and to know exactly the duration and its level. You can improve water management by getting new data and combine it with your already available sensor and have much enhanced and broader analytics. We found vulnerabilities like air pockets or internal fouling. It's a great tool to validate bacterial microparticles reductions levels along the water treatment processes, upstreams or downstreams. You can detect filtration efficiencies and failure by testing it before or after. One example is if you have, for example, 5-micron filtration and suddenly you can see an increase in the bacterial level or in the particles level above 5 micron, you know that you have a breach in your filtration and you need to replace it. It can be placed in the field under basic shelter or in unmanned site. And we have various routine economic efficiencies, which you can see at the bottom. Basically, it's a flexible system. You can install it almost everywhere, starting from the raw water, the source water, and up to the final product and along the water treatment processes, whichever the plant is. This is a snapshot only for our CIP scanner model. This is a model for monitor specifically CIP processes. We have 3 examples here. The upper one is an efficient CIP process. In the middle, it's less efficient, and at the bottom, it's a non-efficient process. You can see that you don't have a reduction in the level of bacteria and microparticles at the end of the CAP. But this system really monitor in real time, all the time, the CAP, and specifically the last water rinse of the CAP. Yes.
1 minute left.
1 minute. Okay, so I'll run over this. This is just an example of real-life contamination events that we found and images from various installations. And just to maybe to sum up, this is our product portfolio. We have 3 models. I was just focusing on the inline. We have detectors. You can add detector over a single system. And the cartridges, the business model is really to sell the system, detector, and cartridges. We can, if CapEx is an issue, we can offer operational leasing and even rental. The ROI is various cost saving, and as I said, minimizing or even eliminating a single contamination event. And we have probably one of the lowest, if not the lowest, operational expenditure in the industry, 10 euros per day, and think of it, 2,000 reading per day. So I think that's it. I'll be glad to have your questions later. Thank you.
Thank you. So let's welcome the last companies from Odis, Manahan Gorner.
Yes, hi. Can I share my screen? Can you please remove?
Oz, can you turn off your presentation? Thank you.
Okay, let me try.
We can see your screen.
Okay.
Can
Can you
you
see
turn
them?
it to the, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, hi. My name is Menachem Gertner. I'm from Odis Filtration, and I'll be happy to present to you our solutions. Generally speaking, Odis is a globally leading provider of integrated water and wastewater treatment solutions for various applications and in industries. We offer solutions for various applications as shown here, which require various technologies, which I will show later on. Our systems are deployed all over the world, as you can see in each country, which is marked in blue, means that it has an installation, at least one installation of Odis. Odis offers the complete added value chain from preliminary analysis of the water, going through engineering and design, manufacturing, later on assembly and testing, and after sales support, which secures the provision of a complete package, complete solution to the customer, and also full support. The fact that we have under the same roof both engineering and manufacturing secures a new products development and improvement of and optimization of the products that we provide to our customers. We are very proud of our the fact that we also have manufacturing as a part of our offering, since it helps us control the quality of our products and secure its high quality. We can quickly respond to the needs or new requests from our customers, and also integrate the R&D considerations in the manufacturing. Another measure that another feature that we provide to our customers, which as we know that is very important to semiconductor industry, is the high availability, and we secure it through the use of remote monitoring. In this case, we can monitor in real time 24/7 the operation of any water treatment system that we provide all over the world, and help in coping with any problem that might arise, no matter what its source is. And we can assign an engineer in our plan, so we can help dealing with the issue in question. What it does is we can provide a full suite of technologies and solutions for pre-treatment for semiconductors in the industry. We offer a full suite of solutions for sedimentation and settling, including the Semiconductor, which is a patent of Odis. It is a very efficient clarifier system, and it requires a very small footprint, and by the same time, I can secure very high sedimentation velocity. We also include in our solution suite cyclonic separations and also filtration. We have a very large. We can offer both screen filters and multimedia filters with various types of media. And since we designed the whole system, we can also monitor how it is built and used, including designing the system to use minimal amount of chemicals. So and in the same time providing large volumes of filtered water as required in the semiconductors industry. Moreover, we also can provide activated carbon filtration to remove any organic content from the water. Then it can also in this way we can save the need to use other chemicals to remove chlorine before the next level, which is in many cases this is the membrane technologies using either ultrafiltration or reverse osmosis. And then we can also use for deionization. We can employ in our solution either ion exchange or EDI. Following these solutions, we can also offer disinfection either by ozonation or UV for various purposes. And also as a part of dealing with the wastewater, we also offer biological treatment, sludge treatment, and any other technology that might be required for the water treatment. So you can see that we offer a full suite, full suite of the solutions, which is designed, manufactured, and delivered by Odis. All these filters can be made by various substances or materials to fit the high requirements of the semiconductors industry. Here are some of the solutions that we so far provided, which include membrane technology, filtration technology, and wastewater treatment. Both these are some solutions that for brackish water, which is usually the grid water that is used for the industry, that here we combine several technologies like filtration and reverse osmosis. Some other system for industrial use. Also for drinking water, where we deliver water to Israel, the water national water industry. And we also use membrane technology to remove other chemicals. In this case, is the sulfates from the water. This is another project where we combine both UF and reverse osmosis to offer high quality water. So you can see how we can combine all these in this specific project. There were also filtration involved in order to secure the quality of the water, and this is a high requirement. This is using both filtration and ultrafiltration to in the same system in order to reach high quality water. And this concludes our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you. So let's move on to the Q&A session. If you have any questions to any one of the companies, please raise your hand or type your question in the chat box so we can have companies to answer you.
Actually, there is a Q&A box, so you are welcome to enter it into the Q&A box. Thank you.
So if anybody wants to say something, you can ask me. I will allow you to tell.
Yes, we may also add that in different webinars, we get to have the questions later on through emails from the attendees. So in this case, we will reach out also to the Israeli companies and provide them all the question in writing. So you can refer to this and also to engage them with the potential local client from here, from Taiwan.
Or maybe there are no questions and we can move to the next step of implementation and engagement.
Yeah, in any case, I think that we will do the follow-up with the companies and ask them about the following questions.
Yes. Please make sure to provide Olga with all your presentations. So we can also disseminate it with the attendees in this webinar. And following this, we'll be happy to also reach out back again once upon there is any interest from the local Taiwanese companies. And later on, Elsa and Olga will engage and proceed with scheduling B2B meetings.
Yeah, so if there's no questions, you are welcome to email to me, or later after this webinar, I will send an email to all the attendees, and I will leave my email address. So if you have any questions, or if you would like to schedule a private B2B meeting with any of the companies, please welcome to reach me. So no more questions. Thank you for all your participation today. I hope that I can receive all your emails. And thank you, and have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Many thanks.
Thank you all.
Bye
Bye.
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 Bye.